Another way to give to charities through the donor advised fund. So Schwab Charitable has a donor advised fund where you take either cash or appreciated stock and you donate it to your own donor advised fund, your own foundation. You get the ability of naming it however you want. Once the money goes into that donor advised fund from a tax perspective, it would trigger the taxes, the tax benefits for that specific year. Reason why you would donate cash, reason why you would donate appreciated stock instead of cash is I don't have to sell a security. I just pick up a security and put it in my donor advised fund. So if I was actually going to say, well, I'm going to sell this stock, I'm going to sell it because I want to give it to my charity. No, stop. Don't do that. Just give it to your donor advised fund. Or actually you can even donate shares directly to the charitable organization. The donor advised fund's a lot easier and simpler because you can just do that through the site yourself. But you can take appreciated stock and put in the donor advised fund, and that is the market value of that security is what your deduction would be, or the ability to deduct. One of the things that I've seen clients talk about is the standard deductions, and they've gone up. And so these last few years, maybe they haven't donated every single year, but one of the clever strategies that we've been doing is doing more, just funneling in, 3 to 4 years worth of your giving. So if I'm only going to give, or if I'm only able to give or want to give, say $5,000, $10,000, that's not going to help me itemize my deduction. So I'm not going to get a true benefit for that. But what if I know that over the next several years, I'm going to do like 30 or 40? Let me just put 30 or 40 in my donor advised fund now. At least I'm getting a benefit here. And now I can gift the money out to my favorite charities through my donor advised fund. Also ability, once it's in the donor advised fund, you can gift it out immediately or you can have the money invested. Completely tax-free, you get the immediate tax benefit. Plan for a charitable legacy. I just real quickly just want to mention this too. As we're talking about ways and sources of money that you're leaving, if you do have a situation where you are charitably inclined and you want to figure out what's the best source of money that you want to leave your heirs. And that previous example where that individual had large pre-tax monies to leave, one of the ideas you might want to consider is I'd rather have that, or the money that I want to go to charity come from those pre-tax funds. Because the charities can get it, right guys? And then they can just sell it without any tax implications. They're a 501c3. So I'd be thinking about in a perfect world, my kids would get Roth and then the non-retirement assets, and then the remainder amount of pre-tax assets that I'm not giving to charities. So just a quick thought there. When we're thinking about either donor advised funds, when you can set, and you can have the donor advised fund be your beneficiary of your IRA as well. So talk to us.